What makes us alive? Before you were given a name, before you open your eyes, you were already given three sacred gifts. They were not visible. They are not explained in a classroom, but they're real. And they are what makes you human. In our teachings, they're called Tonalli, Teyolia, and Ihiyötl.
And a lot of people think they're just metaphors, but they're more than that. They are part of how we function individually and collectively. They are not just cultural ideas, they are structural. Our ancestors understood them as vital forces that shape how we think, how we act, and how we relate. And today, science is finally starting to describe what we have known all along. Tonalli, that is the fire in your head. It is your personal energy, your clarity, your direction, your internal sun. It lives in the head and it shows up when you make decisions, the strength of your presence, your voice, and your ability to act with purpose. It is tied to the day that you were born, the energy of that moment, and how you walk in time. But when Tonalli is disrupted by trauma, instability, chronic fear, it scatters. You lose focus. You forget who you are. That's why ceremony helps call it back. That's why rest, structure, and breath matter. In the scientific world, this is called genetic predisposition, brain activity, circadian rhythm. These modern terms describe how patterns are passed on, how they activate in the body, and how time is embedded in us. But our people already had a framework for that. Teyolia. Teyolia is memory. It lives in the heart. It carries emotion, spirit, and ancestral knowledge. This is where your deep knowing lives. Your ability to feel, connect, to care. It is also where grief settles and where lineage speaks. Teyolia continues after death. It is not tied to the flesh. It is tied to meaning, consciousness, to presence. The scientific connection is called heart-brain coherence, the electromagnetic field of the heart. Studies show that emotional experiences affect this field, and it affects those around us. Epigenetics also confirms what we've always said: memory travels through generations. So Teyolia is an explanation, just in a different language. Ihiyötl is the breath that moves you. It is in the belly. It governs desire, drive, instinct, and feeling. It's what pushes you into action or stops you in your tracks. It can be powerful, but it needs direction. If it dominates, it can override the heart. If it's repressed, you lose vitality. This energy is closely tied to emotion, survival, and boundaries. If it's unbalanced, you'll notice it in the way you react, avoid, or burn out. The scientific connection calls this the gut-brain axis, hormonal regulation, trauma stored in the body. Neuroscience now admits that the belly has its own neural network. Your gut is not just digestion, it holds emotion and memory too. So, what does it mean for us today? It means that survival isn't just about food and shelter, it's about staying aligned with these three forces. When we organize, when we build community, raise children, and care for others, we need Tonalli to guide us, Teyolia to connect us, and Ihiyötl to act. If one of this is ignored or thrown out, it shows up in the work, in the home, in the way that we treat each other. That's why, in our way, healing is not about pretending to be fine. It's not about suppressing sadness or frustration. It's about knowing where the energy sits, how it moves, and what to do with it. It's not about perfection. It's about accountability to yourself, to your family, and to your ancestors. So, some questions, right? Am I moving with clarity or just reacting? Your Tonalli. Am I connected to what I feel and where it comes from? Teyolia. Is my action rooted in balance or survival mode? Ihiyötl. This is not spiritual talk, okay? This is structure. You're not just a body. You are a system. And if we want to build something real, something that actually will last, we need to understand what we are made of. Gracias, Kamati.